Through the natural cavern tunnels, you enter a larger cavern room lit by lanterns in the corners, giving it an eerie, dim, green light. All the lanterns are little glowing insects inside of them. You can tell that the ceiling is close to 40 feet. The room is filled with murky water. Sound of a waterfall you can hear in the distance. You notice another tunnel, small in nature. Also, easily, most clearly notice a large campfire. Large enough you can fit a person in the fire.
Is there a person in the fire right now?
There is not a person in the fire.
Yeah.
But behind the fire, in a large throne-like chair made of massive seashells and giant crab shells, sits a larger sea devil.
I mean, how hot is this fish person?
How hot is this fish person?
Dressed in a hooded yellowish robe
Can't tell.
made of leathery seaweed.
Gross.
Their face is lost in shadow, even with the light of the flame. In the right hand wields, like a staff power, a bronze and very impressive, proper trident. Around this creature, servants, people, shackled in rags, clothes that have just been worn over time. And they pour jugs of salt water over him. You can hear it breathe as the water soaks through the seaweed.
Is there anything about the trident that would be like familiar to us in like terms of lore or history or stories on Amity Island?
Is there a smaller sea devil with red hair that's like out like singing?
Lore-wise,
got it. Trace is on brand today.
you notice it as a sign of Umberly.
Oh shit.
The rest of you notice it to be old, but beautiful. Bryn, it is beautifully.
The trident?
Yes.
I like your hardware.
I wonder if he said that to El.
Hell yeah.
Wait, maybe when we flash back, we'll see.
Meridian,
Great
you see the trident, and
I'm probably walking into the room like behind the two people who are following, just sort of casually walking
the
up behind
trident
them.
isn't necessarily the thing that catches your eye as much as
Dude.
the size of this sea devil in the yellow robe.
The other ones are 7 feet tall, and this one's
Larger.
just way bigger.
Yes.
Great.
Like two of us could sit in his chair side by side.
It's his hand could probably wrap around Trace's head.
Right.
Hulk or orc or half giant likes feeling. Over the crackling fire, you hear his breathing. The caster speaks up with tongue. Sha'amati, cunning, strong landwalkers, treat you will with a glorious fight. Survive the bronze breath they did. Warriors, they are for you. The yellow-robed sea devil leans back, climbs in the shell throne. Crackling fire fills a little bit under the hood, but not the eyes. Instead, you just see the reflection of the eyes in the shadow. The Shamadi speaks up.
Warriors, they survived the bronze luck of the coin.
So he's not using any magic to speak.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the other hand, he lifts up and takes a bite of a large piece of meat, a bone. You're not sure what kind of meat it is, but you definitely notice that the servants seem to not make eye contact when he takes a bite of it.
The servants.
Yes!
Are they humans, humanoids?
You see a tan man, blue eyes, short black hair. Athletic but underfed, pants and sandals, Caspian port brows. 2 pale, hungry men, long hair, beards. 2 pale and hungry women.
They also have beards?
Nope, not this one. They've clearly been here the longest, maybe
Dwarves?
since the beginning. All different hair colors and skin colors. So there's about 4 people that you just can't put names to.
Uh-huh.
The 6th person. Tan boy, hazel eyes, dark sandy hair, around 12 years old.
The boy from the ship.
Thin, underfed, dressed in rags. One shoe fallen off. Alexander Hittner. The boy that sailed and got lost at sea.
Meridian is immediately shocked.
Trace shouts out to Alexander. Kid, you're okay? You're alive? Well, you're here. You're safe. Words are bad here. Okay. Cool. I get that.
Nice.
I relate to that.
I look at Trace and I'm like, I shake my head like, knock it off.
Cool. Never seen you before. Anyway. Looks back at the ground.
Bryn just raises her shackled hands to her forehead.
Landwalkers
Sha'an Madi is speaking.
who trespass in my sea.
We didn't really
In my
trespass it. The ocean forced us up on shore. We don't want to be here.
Also, where are we?
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
The 13.
Someone from behind you grabs you. You turn and notice that there are, hidden by the rocks, multiple.
Whoa, man.
Swaggin
I was just asking a question.
tosses you further into the light.
I
Go ahead and roll a d4.
I go up to try to catch her, make her fall not as bad.
Okay.
I got 4.
4. All right, because she tried to help make sure you didn't fall too bad. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fucking rude.
Are you okay?
I glare at the guy over my shoulder. Did the person who shoved me, is there anything like distinguishing about them, their clothes or dress?
Similar to the one that escorted the caster into the room, shell-made armor, breastplate. But rather than a club, it's got a spear, kind of DIY'd to look like a trident, but it's very shitty looking.
It's cute.
Nice spear, man.
I'll make sure that Meridian's not getting pushed again, and I'll look back at Shah Mahdi and go, right, with all respect to your station, who you are, whatever, respectfully, you don't own these seas, and I think you know that. She does. And I'll point at the trident.
She is but the child.
I think you upset him.
You mean Bakanawa? And I'll look, see if I get a reaction.
You notice a couple of the other Swag look at each other, and they start speaking to each other, and he slams the trident down, and they all stop as it just a thunderous sonic echo fills the room. Waves ripple in the waters at your feet.
Did that seem magic what just happened?
Yes.
Cool.
If thee wishes for freedom, you may accept the tribe or join.
And then when he says join, do we get the sense he means join the people who are in shackles doing
Yeah,
whatever?
the slaves.
Okay.
The interns, I'm sorry.
Interns.
That's what we're calling them now.
It's a long-term internship program.
Oh yeah, you didn't mention they're all in business casual and shackles.
Yeah.
They have name badges.
Ill-fitting business casual.
What's the trial?
Seems like a Colosseum situation.
Yeah, is there, like, how do we, because you mentioned there's water filling this chamber. We're still on land. Is there, like, an exterior?
It's mostly wet in,
Okay.
like, puddles of water. In the center of the room, there's a big, like, puddle pond.
Okay.
And then there are parts of rock that you can step on and get out of the water and stuff like that. But it's very much a big round room.
Okay.
You said trial. That doesn't sound great.
The caster speaks up with casting tongues.
Enough! They are wasting us. Throw them in.
Like, can we have our weapons at least?
The Sha'an Madi glares at the caster. And the caster glares back.
We've got a heretic king.
What do you guys want to do? Not what do you do. I want to know what you're going through your heads before I make the next move.
Yeah, I think I'm like curious to hear what
Okay?
the trial is.
Okay.
I'm kind of following like Hallig and Meridian's lead.
Don't follow me.
Yeah, like there's our choices right now are join servants or fight for freedom, but because obviously we can't take these guys on in our current state or before anyway. But Trace is looking at, and he's like, "There's a lot of people here that need to be saved."
Yeah.
He's wondering if he can do a bargain.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I want to know more about the trial, so if it makes sense that, yeah, we go do the trial, or we agree to
escape.
be here for a bit and try to make an escape later.
I'm looking for a sharp rock on the ground.
Okay. I would like everyone to roll a perception check and see if I can add some more context to this.
15.
10.
That is a dirty 20.
12.
Dirty 20 with a -2?
Oh, dirty 18.
That 18 is filthy.
So gross.
Trace, you notice in that far tunnel, off to the side, you see a person in there, hiding.
My God, it's Meridian's uncle.
Or Ellen.
Ooh.
Um,
It's gonna ditch us if it's Ellen.
100%. Well, that kid's here. Maybe not.
you can't make out exactly who it is, but it is a smaller person,
What's smaller mean?
her size.
Okay.
Shan Madi speaks up.
Landwalkers, survive against my beasts. Freedom thee will have.
Can we rest before the trial?
Shakes his head no.
Right. I'm gonna reach down to the ground, try
Okay.
to find a sharp rock. I'm not trying to pick it up. I'm trying to like look at it and look back up at Shamadi. Right. If there's gonna be a trial, I don't have anything to give, so I'll give the only thing I have, which is a little bit of part of me. And I'm gonna put my hand in the ground and then stomp on it, trying to draw blood.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, full on looking straight at Sean Muddy, go over to one of the puddles, and squeeze that bit of blood out of my hand into the water.
Okay.
Or Umberly.
You see a shark's grin under the hood. Almost unnaturally going beyond the cheek.
Landwalker thinks they must walk.
And he starts to chuckle. You hear chuckling across the room. One of the interns, I would like one person, you guys choose, to roll a d6.
1.
Okay, now I know who number 1 is. Great.
Oh, fuck.
Caspian, you notice his eyes are shifting. You notice that he is thinking too much right now.
Sorry, is Caspian the 12-year-old or the one that's...
Caspian is not the 12-year-old.
He's
12-year-old
the-
is
the
Alex.
First
Hunter.
adult.
Okay.
He's from like the rival family to mine.
Gotcha.
And he is looking around, trying to figure out the situation. Caspian, what you don't know what's going on in his head. Grace, you see that his eyes lock on a little tunnel where there's somebody there. Looks at you. Looks at Meridian. He's doesn't pour water on the Shaman Madi. And he goes for it. He runs for it. And what you witness is the Shaman Madi has one hand on the trident, one hand on his lunch. You see another arm come out of the robe and grab him. He stands up easily 13 feet, 14 feet tall.
Fresh meat for the blood.
He carries him to the pond, tosses him in where you just drop blood. And you see, because you're close enough, this dude is... His eyes go purple. And you see ripples in the water. As this guy comes up from the water, it's pulled down underneath.
Do I see by what?
You saw a fin.
Great.
He looks at you, and then the eyes go back into shadow under the hood. Can't see his eyes. Just the mouth. And he shouts out in whatever the speech that they have been speaking to each other, the Shawagan. And then one of them carries your gear out. And as Shalamadi turns his back to you to go back to his throne, you have just enough time to put your gear on. If you wish.
Yes.
I do.
One Shawagan helps you put your gear on faster.
Oh, interesting.
Just help the straps go. And it's a really weird feeling because they don't care about how you're moving, but they're being very aggressive with helping you put it on.
Gotcha. Can I call out? I call out to the Shahamadi real quick.
Sure.
So, Your Highness, if we pass this test, we go free.
They will be free.
Could we? Are you maybe a gambling man?
Speak what riddles you wish.
I'm just saying, it looks like you don't have a lot of faith we're gonna pass this trial.
I have plenty of faith.
Okay?
Maybe that was the wrong choice of words.
Means you don't think we're good enough to pass this trial.
Sitting on the throne, you can see the eyes reflect from the fire. He glances over to the caster, and the caster nods. And turns to you and goes,
I think much of thee.
Well, if you prove so much of us, we prove that we are as much as you think of us, maybe you release some of your humble servants. Interns.
He laughs, bellowing. They all laugh. They all laugh with him.
Mm-hmm.
We shall see landmark. A trial.
Copy that. And he just gives like a side eye look at Alexander and then walks towards
Okay.
where they're going.
The other Shawagan, now that you guys are more dressed up, all your gear is available, your ACs are normal, you have your weapons that you had. A lot of Shawagan show up out of the shadows, and you're like, oh, these are where the echoing laughs were coming from. And they all have the spears at the ready, walking towards you, trying to push you towards this pond of water. Do you go in willingly, or do you refuse?
They're trying to get us to go
Into
into
the-
the pond.
Yup.
The
Into the
pond where
water.
someone just got
Eaten.
yoinked down.
You said
Yeah.
there were rocks in there, right?
Yes.
That we could like stand on.
Yep.
Cool.
But, yeah.
Can Trace first off, can he pull out his shield?
You can have your shield on.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Second, he's definitely gonna go willingly and he's gonna try and jump for a rock.
Oh.
Roll a dexterity save. No, roll acrobatic.
12.
You go for the jump and you kind of slip on your landing, but you are there.
Okay.
He chuckles when you do that. And he says,
These eyes last dawn.
Halleck,
Yeah.
is it safe to go into the water?
No, there's a whole animal in there. No.
But he said we had to.
Right, yeah. I'm gonna go in the water. If you wanna jump to that, that's fine with me.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to jump to the
Yeah.
rock that Trace is on.
acrobatics.
Is there enough room for her on?
Barely.
Cool.
You would.
Can I help if like when she lands like
Yes, you
stabilize?
can.
Great. You got a help action too.
So, advantage.
11.
11? Yeah. Catch her.
Ugh. Thank you.
That's okay.
But slips in the water just a little
Oh
bit.
God.
Oh, Becca.
Does anything happen when the foot touches the water and there's like the ripple?
As the ripple happens, you see a little bit of the light just reflect, and caustic lights reflect off each other's faces.
I'll turn to Meridian. Right, whatever happens, keep going. Don't look at me like that.
What do you
Don't
mean whatever happened?
just
Keep going where? Where would I
out
go?
of here.
Hey guys, maybe make your choice before they stab us in.
I'm gonna get in the water.
You get in the water.
Yeah.
Meridian, what do you do?
Are there any other rocks that these two are not? No. Okay. So can I get a little of the lay of the land of this pool?
Sure, let me grab it.
Yay!
You were asking, Meridian.
Yeah,
if,
this pile of stuff we walked by.
Before that, you asked if there was another place you can go. You
Oh, I see
the,
the rock
small
there.
rock that you could go. The stuff is very much collected goods.
Okay.
Just as much as they probably collected you, they
Like
collect.
supplies. It seems like an accumulating pile of supplies.
Correct,
and
and
stuff.
it is
Okay.
closest to Shahan Madi.
They're pirates.
The king prophet. Oh,
Oh, he's pretty big.
that dude is cool.
He's a big boy.
He's considered large. And you notice, especially closer up, Halleck, it isn't 3 arms, it's 4. He has 2 chilling under the robe.
I assumed there was 4. I didn't think there was just 3rd.
Yeah, I immediately was like Goro.
So, Meridian, you see the loot. There is a chest on the board, and there's also piles of junk that all options are searchable. There's also piles of bones in the corner, giant anchor on the other side of the board.
Is that the hallway we saw the small
Yes,
figure down?
the mini is a little big, but yes. Alec, you're in the water. You do not have a swim speed.
Nope.
So what is your total speed normally?
25
25. So half,
to 10,
round up.
so 15.
15. That's as fast as you can move in the water
Copy that.
because it is deep very quickly. Meridian, we have one guy pretty much up against you with his little trident-like spear.
Yes, I will hop to the little rock.
Okay.
Given that there's some dude all up in my business.
Acrobatics.
Nice. She's gonna be fine.
Dirty 20.
320. What is everyone's health so I'm aware?
8.
7.
12.
12.
As you guys step in the water, everyone notices that Halleck is kind of chest up in there. At the mall, you start by walking, and then quickly it gets deeper near the middle. where the rock is.
So my feet touch the ground still.
Toes.
Cool.
You're on toes.
Tippy toes.
All right.
Wait, but you're a dwarf, right?
It's very small.
You're
yes.
not that big. Okay.
You hear Shahan Madi.
They will want to learn to swim. Dragon.
You see in the shadows of his robe, his eyes go purple. You see ripples move in the water.
Because I basically ease myself in, I'm going to take a hand and I'm going to slap the water and I'm going to hold my action, strike the first thing that comes at me. So I'm going to mimic like something's being thrown in the water.
I just shout out, Paylor is with us all. I'm gonna cast Bless.
On
On
those three.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
Ooh.
You guys have blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Get rid of those exhaustion minuses.
Oh, yeah.
You hear.
I'm going to take out my short bow. We still haven't seen any BBs yet, right?
You see no babies, but waves are moving, ripples.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tie a rope to the back of one of the arrows
Okay.
and sit up to wait to take a shot.
Okay.
When I see the animal surface.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my action too. I have my rapier out, and I also have my potion bottles,
Great.
so I can decide whatever I want to do.
Grace, you can go first, and you can choose which direction the initiative goes. Does it go to me next, or does it go to Meridian?
Hurt now.
Obviously not you. Obviously not you.
Someday it will
Actually,
be.
well, good of hell no.
You're already readying an action.
Yeah, we're all,
We're all
have, like,
holding
we're
an
all
action.
You're all
stuff.
holding action?
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
I
just
cast
like-
Bless, so I didn't, but that's exactly what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and I'm gonna hold an action. For the second I see this thing surface, I'm gonna shoot it in the eyes. So you guys are already holding?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, right.
Great.
Done.
Oh shit.
Knew it was gonna be a fin.
There's
Two of them.
Two fins cut up from the water. One coming around the backside towards Meridian, the other straight towards Halleck. It dives down,
Shite.
comes up for the splash.
Oh, heck yeah. That
get?
is a 19 on the die and a 4 on the blast.
There you go.
I think that's going to hit with
That'd be that
a,
better. That's like a dirty
bleed.
20 without your modifiers.
Yeah. 27.
Yes, it hits. 10 damage.
Does my held action also trigger now?
Were you
Same.
holding for that?
Yeah,
Nope.
I said
Yep.
when you crop
All of
stuff
you
and
guys
just
can make
get
your attack.
someone.
Yep.
And he's within 5 feet.
That's why I wanted to wait.
That's
for
why I
him
was in
to
the
get
water.
someone.
19 on the die.
19 hits.
7 damage.
What was your attack?
16.
16 hits.
Reaching forward with my rapier. 9 points damage.
9 points. Wow.
Enhanced weapon.
Great.
Enhanced.
Meridian, what was your attack?
23 to hit.
Hits.
11.
This thing looks messed up
It
instantly.
better.
What's your intention with the rope?
I want to tie the rope off so
Okay.
that it can't like dive back down, or so we can like control where it moves.
Oh, cool. All right. So it's going to take an action on your turn to tie it. If you
Yeah, makes sense. So it's just
You have 50
it's
feet
in
of
it,
movement. Yep.
Attached. Gotcha.
All right. Now it's going to attack you.
Go for it.
1. It does hit.
Yeah.
Great.
AC 13.
AC 13. You get 13
I'm
points of
unconscious.
damage.
Shit.
Are you up or down?
I am down.
Oh boy.
Halleck and the shark go under. Halleck, it's your turn.
Okay.
The moment that the shark went at you, you noticed that the shark did not have black eyes. It had purple eyes.
Cool.
And go ahead and give me a death saving throw.
That's an 8 failure.
Great.
Are you blessed?
It doesn't matter.
Blessed for saving
Yes, it does.
throws?
No, for saving throws, you get a
Blessed
D4
is a
off.
saving throw.
Death saving throw is a saving throw.
So that actually was with my exhaustion, that is a 6.
Exhaustion does not affect death save throws.
It does not.
Does
Okay.
not.
Good
That's
to
super
know.
unfair.
That's a 1.
So
So
close.
9. Yeah, one away.
Yeah.
All right. You have one failure.
Yep.
Bryn,
Thing I wanted to do for him, it doesn't matter because he's not here. Can I see them in the water?
so you see where the rope is going down and moving around.
How many feet is he down below?
That's hard to tell in here.
Is the other one at least within 15 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna cast Lightning Lure on it.
Okay.
So he needs to make a death saving throw.
Not a death saving throw, right?
Sorry. Strength.
I'm making that
Lightning
saving
lure is
throws.
very powerful.
15.
Rolled a natural 19.
Oof.
Nothing happens then. If he succeeds, like it doesn't even hit him.
Nothing happened. Meridian, the rope is getting pulled into the water.
Okay. I'm going to use. Is there anything around me that I could actually tie the rope off to?
There's the stuff outside the pond that you could grab, go onto the loot, and quickly tie it off.
Yeah, I'm going to use my movement to try to get over to that spire. So I turn and I'll use my action to tie off the
Okay.
rope.
All right.
And pull the I want to pull the taut, like pull the rope taut too.
All right.
So that it
Roll a strength check.
good thing I'm
Strong.
pretty strong. 9.
It is difficult to pull it taut, but you do have a chance to tie it. So give me a sleight of hands.
14.
14. You tie it off.
Okay, so that was my action. And then yeah, so it maybe
So I would like you to roll
yeah, it
me.
doesn't make sense that I'd be able to make it like taut, but at least so that it doesn't have an extra like 25 feet.
I would
run
like you to
away.
roll a d12.
10.
You see the rope quickly get taut, and it is just going back and forth until the rope actually goes loose, and it just something is not pulling on it anymore.
Okay. Well, that was my action. With my bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and hide amongst this rubble.
Roll me a stealth.
24. Well, and I'm gonna pull out a dagger.
Can I try to see where the shark is that has Halig in its mouth?
Yeah, so you turn to see where the rope was, and now the rope is kind of loose and just sitting on the water and slowly going down. There's no force giving against it.
It's not going that way anymore.
No, it's
Maybe
now
it's
going. It's just
going down.
filling.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my sword and then try to dive in after him.
Wow, what a hero.
All right.
He has more hit points than me. It's okay for him to do this.
You dive into the water.
He's got armor.
It's hard to really make out how
And
deep
it's like
it is.
it's like he touches his toes as he dives. Like he does one of those like
aha!
It's like a perfect, beautiful dive.
right.
It is salt water. But then the hit of iron hits your nose. Feel a mass. It is dark in here. It's really hard to tell. Go ahead and give me a perception check at disadvantage.
A 2.
It's a 0.
Yeah, it's a 0.
wait,
Or it's a 1.
It's a 1.
It's a 1.
Dirty
Functionally a 1.
You think you found it.
You've got your inspiration.
What's that?
Oh, you still have
yeah. Oh, yeah.
inspiration.
No, I'll roll that again.
All
yeah,
right.
Yeah, for sure. It's an 8.
Is it an 8? All right, yay. It's not that hard.
Okay.
You find the shark with the arrow, and it is dead.
It's dead.
You see also Halleck dying in its mouth.
Okay.
I'm dying.
Grab our boy.
I'm gonna pull him out of the shark's mouth.
All right, give me a strength check. This is going to count as your action.
Oh shit. All right. Here we go.
Come on, we know you're all muscle and no brains. You got this.
Okay, so 10.
10.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And as you pull the mouth, the teeth come out of Halleck, and little blood moves through the water a little bit, but it mixes up with the shark that is now dead. Yeah, you have freed him from the shark's mouth.
Cool. Do I have any more movement left?
No, you do not have any more movement.
Cool. So we're just underwater.
You're underwater.
And that was my whole action, right? Can't do anything else.
Correct.
With my terrible perception check, can I tell if that shark died from our wounds?
Yeah, you could tell that shark drowned.
Cool.
So sharks
They
have
can't
to always
breathe.
Yeah,
move.
They
can't
can't breathe.
stop
They're not
move.
moving.
And it got caught and tied down and couldn't breathe.
Okay.
Nice.
And someone dealt
Kill.
10 points of damage to it.
Someone.
So,
On the other side of the map, we see Marlin.
Yay!
Uncle Marty.
And
murdered.
Ellen.
And he does not see her because he went in the water.
He can be happy.
No, but he can feel it. He's like, she's near.
You're just gonna come out of the water.
Yeah, does he feel a tingle somewhere and knows that Ellen has arrived?
Ellen runs to the edge of the water.
Oh, honey, no.
Oh, no.
I don't have time for
Marlin.
him.
Marlin will go underneath this giant anchor, pull out a hand crossbow, and shoot the Sawagan next to him.
oh shit.
Nice.
Guys, I don't know.
Natural 20.
Oh my god. Never mind, Marlon, do whatever you
Give
want.
yourself
man.
inspiration, Marlon.
Yeah, Uncle Marley.
Yeah, Uncle Marley coming in to save the day.
Taco, can you roll 5d6s?
Oh my
Can I borrow a
god.
D6?
Yeah.
That's
He rolled a nat 20, so.
yeah. Oh yeah, it would be doubled.
15.
15?
Wait,
Instantly takes him out with a headshot.
Wow.
these guys are way less beefy than the ones that got us.
Yeah.
The interns, they see things are going wrong, and they are, those who are above water, notice that they kind of like lean back and get closer to Shahan Mahdi. The caster, Shawagan, is concerned for some reason. You can't tell why. Now the shark. It swims towards where the last shark was seen, and the fin goes down. What's your AC right now?
My AC is 18.
I rolled a 19.
God.
Better me.
A shark with purple glowing eyes comes up behind you and deals 13 points of damage.
I'm out.
You're out.
Oh god.
I'm down.
Halleck. If
Yeah.
you roll a natural 20,
I get up.
you're up.
I'm afraid
Yeah.
to roll your d4.
Yeah.
Wait. No, we just lost Blessed.
Oh, that's right.
No bless.
No bless.
Bless.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Oh, baby. That's another failure.
Okay, 2 failures. Bryn,
It's all on you.
I know.
you saw the shark go down. You don't know what happened down there.
Oh my god. This is too much.
Roll. If you fail this, you
I'm
die.
dead. Yeah.
If you roll anything higher than a 10 or higher, the save, you roll a natural 20, you're up.
You've been failing me all day. Now comes the time where you have to be successful.
I would just use different dice. It's cursed.
It's not cursed.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Curse of Amity Island. Big thank you to Describe and World Anvil for sponsoring this episode. And a big thank you to all the players. They killed it. I can't wait for you to see the next episode. And big thank you to Mattias for helping with editing. Because, oh my gosh, it's a lot. If you want to help support the channel and help cover some of the costs that make the show, consider becoming a patron or even a channel member. You can get your name on the credits. You can get also bonus content, extended cuts of these episodes. I give you essentially an uncut version of the entire game session. If you want to keep up with the story, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.